the topic is what's always here. I'll probably just slow it down a little bit for anybody who feels like they're in the head and thinking about things and using that sort of tool of the mind. We can just open our focus. So we're less concentrated. This sense of just going to peripheral vision. And we can rest back in the body. Rather than grasping and trying to understand and get something, we can just rest back, because what we're looking at is already here. It's not something we get. So we've got the open focus and the resting back. And then we can drop down, down, down out of the head and into the body. So we're using the body as a sort of a doorway to our fundamental formless nature. So we drop down, down, down. And now the attention can be on the contact points. So there's just awareness of the contact points where the body meets the chair and the feet meet the ground. We don't have to do anything with those. Simply noticing what's already there. So we're not creating a story, not adding anything to just the direct experience of what's here. And we can even peel away the labels body and chair and just notice there's just an awareness of contact points or sensations. Where you simply are effortlessly here. The moment's effortlessly here, you know. You're not doing anything to create the moment, it's already here. And we're just directly experiencing that. We're not adding anything to the moment. We're simply noticing the moment as it is. There may be a sense of sort of dropping, of groundedness in the physical form. And we can start to notice the area inside of the body. Just the spaciousness inside area of the body. And then attention can go to the area outside of the body. The spaciousness. We can just feel into it, directly experience it without trying to work anything out. And then we may notice that we can't find a boundary between the inside and the outside, unless we create one with thought. So there can be an experience of a boundary, but when we look in direct experience, without adding labels like skin and clothes and pressure points, and you can't actually find a boundary. So we're starting to notice our fundamental formless nature. And where does even your awareness end? Is it confined to the body-mind? Or just the knowing of the moment? Is that confined? And potentially even a center. Again, there can be an experience of a center, but quite often when we look, we sort of turn towards that sense of a point, you know, a center point. We may notice we can't actually find it. And if it is there, that's fine too, because there's the knowing of it. And what we are is the knowing. We're primary. We're that knows the center, the boundaries, the experience of a body-mind. So it's just what we fundamentally are can experience itself through form, thoughts, feelings, emotions. And it's always here. It doesn't come and go. So what we are doesn't come and go. Throughout all the experiences of emotions and circumstances changing and thoughts, busy mind, quiet mind, there's something that doesn't change. And it's a just turning towards that, attention on that doesn't change, that knows the ever-changing. And you may notice it's always here, that it doesn't change and it doesn't come and go. It just simply is effortlessly here, always. They can be an experience of coming and going, where, with attention going towards thoughts and then attention coming home. But the movements are appearing within what you are. They're known. There's the knowing of the movements. It's how what you are can experience itself. So the movements are not apart from what we are. They're just how what we are can experience itself. So, but it never becomes the movements. It never leaves itself. So that's why it's always here. It doesn't leave itself. It doesn't become anything other than what it already is. So that's when we turn towards what it is. It never changes. So it must be what we are. Must be our fundamental nature that gives birth to all the forms, to all the ever-changing. But we tend to have our attention going out towards the ever-changing, and that movement creates a point of view, a feeling of a me, an experience of a me. But there's something that knows that, and the experience of a me can change. But what's aware of it doesn't change, and it's ageless. It's the same all the way through our lives. It's just potentially being overlooked. Not by somebody, just how life can engage with itself through these movements. But when we turn attention towards what's looking, that point of view tends to dissipate. We can't find a me. We can't find this I that's got a busy mind. It sort of reveals what's already the case, that we don't come and go. We don't lose our true nature and then remember it again. There's remembering and forgetting appearing in what we are. And that's also known. And it just has identification, added to, not by somebody, because there's nobody here, not in the way the mind frames it. There is just what we are. And what we are, when you turn and look, when you turn your attention towards what you are, you can't be pinned down what we are. It just simply is formless. I'm just, you can just explore it, but ultimately it can't be spoken about. Because it has no boundaries, it has no opposites, has nothing for the mind to compare it with. The attention will immediately go towards something to compare it with, some sort of idea that we have, some knowledge. So there's a difference between direct experience and something we've been told and learned. And direct experience is effortless. And I really feel it's that turning attention inward. And that's the perception shift a lot of people are looking for. It's not somebody's perception shift, but if we're believing ourselves to be the little me with a point of view, then, it's looking for a perception shift because it's heard about this perception shift. But the perception shift is the attention turns, revealing there never was a point of view. There never was a me. It was just an experience. So we don't deny the me experience. It's just authority is almost given to that me experience through habit, through attention, just how life has the infinite potential to experience through form. And the way we know what we are is to recognize that we've always been. It's just the additions, the thoughts based in a me appear within it, and they're taken to be who we are. So when we turn away from the ever-changing, we notice that doesn't change.